What's that?
Would the plane have blown them out at least on those few levels?
Well, the interesting thing is too, they say the plane fuel caused it. Well, the plane fuel all blew up when the plane hit. You saw this huge explosion. There went all the plane fuel. So in other words, the carpet, the desks and that burned hot enough to drop I-beam construction steel. Go talk to a guy that builds skyscrapers. He'll tell you that's total bull.
You mentioned that to be insulated with the fire retardant also.
Yeah. Did you know also that the World Trade buildings in New York and Gould, they had $1 billion renovation there. They had to pull out all the asbestos. Well, what would be easier, bring them down or do that?
A lot of people died that day, and their view, their deaths are viewed now as that historic. If there was government involvement, there was demolition, it would change all of this. These people would just be dead as everything. Families. Worrying about what
Do I worry about it?
Yeah.
What, the truth? Excuse me, I thought there was a quote, the truth will set you free. Now, if you're going to attack me for bringing that, if you're bringing it up again, I counter by saying why are a great majority of the victims' relatives demanding a new investigation? Clearly they want to know the truth, and clearly they're not believing what they're being told. Otherwise, why would they want a new investigation? I ask you this, as a former chief executive, if a tragedy like that occurred in Minnesota, I would immediately order an investigation, just as our governor did immediately when the bridge fell in. Why did George Bush stonewall any investigation for 2 years? And it only took the victims' families putting pressure on them, political pressure, that there was even the 9/11 commission in the first place. You don't find that peculiar? I didn't ask you to answer me. You don't find that peculiar?
I do.
Good. All I'm doing is asking basic questions and do you know why I ask questions? No. When I went through UDT training, second phase was land warfare and demolition, and I had an instructor that pounded into my head beyond belief, I was only 19 years old, that there is no dumb question, especially when you're working with explosives. If you don't know it, ask it, because you're not only put yourself in danger, you will blow up your teammates with you if you don't understand. So I've lived my life under the premise that there is no dumb question. If I don't understand it, it's not dumb to me. Questions that I think America should be asking today, first and foremost, is why hasn't Bin Laden been charged for 9/11? I don't know. You're asking me to speculate on the Department of Justice. I've never worked in the Department of Justice. Why on Bin Laden, on the FBI website, when you bring up the top 10 international terrorists, Bin Laden's on there, and again, they have it written down that he attacked our embassy in '98 and all of that, but yet the FBI doesn't include 9/11, the largest terrorist attack in history. And when pressed, you know what the FBI's response was? We don't have enough evidence. Now, you don't find that a bit concerning? I don't know. You're asking me to speculate. Well, then I'll ask you, what do you think happened? Not a long time. I don't know. I just don't believe. I'm not saying the terrorists didn't do it, but I'm also not saying that our government wasn't complacent in allowing them, knowing whatever the word is. Why were no jets stranded? You got 4 hijacked planes in a 4-hour window, and not one jet was up in the air. They do it every day. Every day jets are scrambled. Every day. And in that day, none of them. Why?